We're very pleased to say good morning and welcome to Port Huron to the new CEO of Lake Huron Medical Center, Jose Kottoor. Good morning, Jose.
Good morning, Paul. How are you?
I'm doing well, and welcome to Port Huron.
Thank you for having me.
How long have you been at Lake Huron Medical now?
Let's say about 61 days.
Okay,
And
but
counting.
who's counting,
Yeah,
right?
that's right.
Well, what did you know of Port Huron before coming here, and what are your impressions of this community?
Well, I have been in this community quite a few years back, visiting friends, and also kind of during summer, we used to drive around to Lake Huron and having a good time. And I always enjoyed the lake view and also going up, to the Thumb area. We always come through this route. We have been living in downtown Detroit for the last 37 years, actually. So I'm familiar with the Lake Huron. And, I didn't actually have a kind of hands-on experience here. But again, this is a beautiful community, and I had to spend some time here for the last, 60 days or so. And people have been friendly, as I mentioned, in our, vineyards kind of, gathering.
Yeah.
It is a beautiful town. People are friendly. People come out of the way to, say hello to you and welcome me to the community. And I have great experience here.
Oh, that's fantastic. Yeah, I know you've been getting around meeting a lot of people.
Yes.
You met a lot of people, too, at the Vineyards of the World
Yes,
event the other night to support the People's Clinic.
Yeah.
So it's we're happy to have you here and glad that you enjoy this community. What's on the horizon at Lake Huron Medical Center? What's going on?
Well, there are some exciting things happening. I think as you probably heard, as I mentioned in the other day, we were recently been recognized as a 5-star hospital by Medicare. This is a huge recognition by Medicare. Actually, Medicare are contracted with about over 4,000 hospitals across the country. And out of that, about 9% of the hospitals are recognized to be 5-star hospitals. This is similar to what we say in 5-star hotels or something like that. But again, Medicare actually recognizes people, do the 5-star rating based on the mortality, safety, readmission, patient experience, effectiveness of care, timeliness of care, and efficient use of medical imaging. These are actually the 7 categories they do that. But again, they are weighted highly in the mortality, safety, readmission, and patient experience. But the other part is smaller rating, but they have put more emphasis on how many people die of COPD, in your hospital. That's a huge thing for patients and families who in the community who come to these hospitals and see that they could actually look at this Medicare rating and see whether are they going to take their family member to the right place or not. That's their choice to do that, though.
Right.
So Medicare actually given this rating, especially in nursing homes and some of the other other services what they provide for the community and seniors, they actually do this rating. So it is a huge thing for us. And I think it is a testament to our physicians and also our employees who do great work there. And I think this is, again, one of the other interesting thing about this Medicare rating. We didn't just go to the 5-star rating immediately or something. This Medicare has been doing it about last 3 or 4 years. The first year we were actually at 3-star rating. Last year, 2018, we were at 4-star rating, and 2019 we are at about the 5-star rating. So this is a constant work of the resiliency of our staff to achieve excellence. That is what I noticed from our group of people who work with our patients and families. They always look at and say that where is the opportunity for us to do better? Because especially when you talk about mortality, safety, readmission, those are some of the things what we actually look at. We actually work with our community, with our physicians and employees on a regular basis to see that where can we do better. That's what. So the whole concept of our Lake Huron Medical Center is how do we achieve excellence. So the Medicare has recognized us. And similarly, there is another organization called Leapfrog. They also has given us recognition in terms of, doing safety kind of things. This is actually safety in terms of, fall prevention, the infection rate, mortality. They also look at those things. So there are nationally 2 organizations actually come out and recognized us for providing safe care. At the same time, last year we also got recognition from Joint Commission for providing. They accredited us with high grades, and also they actually mentioned also in our the care what we provide at Lake Huron Medical Center. So we are proud of the way we provide care there, and we are proud of our employees and physician partners.
Oh, as you should be. It takes hard work to get there, and maybe even harder work to stay there, because once you achieve that, now that's the challenge is to stay at that 5-star.
How do you stay at the 5-star rating? That's right. So that's one of the things. We always have this discussion about quality and safety on an ongoing basis in our discussions with our employees and and our leaders. How do we stay at that level and also exceed those expectations too? So that's one of the things what we are actually going to do in terms of we have town halls coming up with our employees to communicate this information to our employees at the same time, also to the community members. We have done actually some community events to share this information, good news with our community. I think they should be, our community should be proud of our healthcare provider who is in the community getting a 5-star rating kind of things too.
Yeah, absolutely. We were just talking off the air a little bit about some of the community involvement at Lake Huron Medical Center, including one of the basketball teams in the national tournament coming to the SE4 Fieldhouse next week. You've adopted one of those teams as your own, so you're going to go and cheer them on next week?
Yeah. So I am a believer, I am a strong believer in actually how we could actually be involved in that community, because the Port Huron is our community. This is where we play and work and all those things and things like that. So I strongly believe that it is important for us to be a partner with the organizations here, because I think, it is important also to engage people to be, future healthcare workers. What can we provide to keep our communities healthy? Those are some of the things we are constantly interested in. In summer, we are actually going to do a safety event where we are actually going to look at how can keep our communities safer in terms of, teaching them how to properly wear the helmet when they do the biking, looking at ways for, recently we did a, screening for the imaging, cardiac imaging. We actually looked at some of the, how do we control those, kind of comorbidities, how do we control for some of the side effects and things like that. So we were actually looking at some of those issues and actually helping the communities to be healthy.
That's great. Well, we appreciate you coming in and talking about all this stuff, and we'll look forward to having you in again sometime
thank you
before too much longer.
Yeah, thank you for having me, and I look forward to talking to you again.
Likewise.
Great.
Joe Kottoor, he's the CEO of Lake Huron Medical Center with us here on WPHM.